Greetings and welcome to Lizo's Diecast video, and today it's race day. Finally, the third release of the car culture for 2017 is here, and it's one that I was really looking forward to because, well, I have something for race cars and racing liveries and all that. No preference, it can be anything as long as it races. I'm down for it. It's finally here, and I'm going to show it to you, starting with the number one in the set, the 78 Porsche 935/78. This is not a new casting. It's actually was already in the car culture series last year as a Urban Outlaw livery car, and it was okay, but didn't top my favorite, which is this one, the initial release, the first release of this casting way back in 2012 as part of the racing series. Still my favorite, but this one definitely comes second close. And why? Well, because it doesn't have all the extra details that this one has, like well, it's not that much extra detail, but those tiny painted details, I like them. Let's have a look at the package. The blister, once again, very cool car art, and as you can see all the cars, almost all the cars racing here, and it will be you'll see how it's from one car art to the other, how it tells the whole story. It's very interesting. Number 1 of 5. Here are the other cars in this release, this one being the brand new casting. This one is also a new tooling, so we're going to pay special attention to this because it's quite important. So let's open this up. So I didn't know when this was first announced, but this is actually based, and very closely based, to an actual Porsche race car with this Momo livery, even the number. So that makes it even more special. The other thing that's new is this new wheel. Brand new and looking pretty good for those, suits very well those vintage race cars. Very nice paint. Nothing to say about the tempo. It's very nice. It has improved a lot over the past year. Yeah, maybe Mattel is listening, or maybe they were aware there was a problem to begin with and fixed it. Steering and road wheels. Sorry for the noise. People work here even on weekends, so very cool. So this is number 1 in the set. Number 2 is the return of the Mazda RX-3, debuted last year, also in the car culture. Actually in the very first release of the car culture with those brand new wheels. Very cool. I still think this is my favorite, but this one doesn't look too shabby either. Mark Jones, the designer at Mattel, so I guess he's the one who designed the car too. As you can see, different perspective on the race. Number 2, we can see the first Porsche here, and then the other Porsche, which is number 3. See, I told you there was some kind of narrative to this. So let's open this up. So very nice. So once again, with car culture, you get the tempo, sides, top, but usually that means no tempo in the front or the back. Well, depending on the models, it works. Oh, actually, this is the same wheel as the previous release, but this one is all blacked out, and it looks very cool. Very nice. I like those wheels. Not very race type like kind of wheel, but nice yellow. Once again, no problem with the tempos. Very cool. We'll have to paint some detail on this. We'll try not to mess it up. So this is number 2. Number 3, We have the Porsche 914-S, this one with the Urban Outlaw livery. Previous car here, this car, next car. Nice. I will be doing a comparison video with the Matchbox release from a few years ago, as they look not similar, but the same kind of race team going on here, so that will be cool. But it will be for another video. Right now, let's open this one. So very cool. I like, oh, this one has a, well, not, no, actually no, it's just a little bit of detail, but I like this casting, always did. Even though, so this is plastic and translucent, and this one too, but the problem is it doesn't really show, especially when you have this black plastic here. It looks the same color, so all the advantage of having transparent parts here is kind of wasted. But other than that, very nice. A very cool design from Urban Outlaw. And a nice looking car, I like it. I know some people consider this is not a real Porsche. Well, they can be snobs all they want. I still think it's a, oh, I never noticed. He has a tiny side mirror here, very cool. So this is number 3. Number 4, and the brand new casting in the series, another Porsche, the 962. With the brand new wheels. I think Mark Jones designed this one too. Kind of heavy, really heavy actually compared to the others. So I'm very happy to see a new Porsche casting. I'm very happy to see that it's a race car, and but I'm mostly curious to see where they're going to take this one. Because right now, even though the livery is good, the lack of details in the front and overall is kind of a letdown. This is the type of casting that would really need either decals or even better plastic headlights. Because well, when you see how big those headlights are, you really feel when they're not there. Other than that, only complaint, not complaint, but I guess they couldn't do, it's the fact that this is filled out and it should be hollow. But yeah, this is a very promising casting, and I can't wait to see maybe a more premium release of this with full decos. I'm very surprised at how heavy it is, and those dogs really are. Last and not least, even though I'm the first one to admit I'm very surprised by how good this turned out to be, is the Acura NSX. It's not the first time. This is not a new casting. This one has been around for a long time, but the major change to this one is the base is brand new, and it actually makes a whole lot of difference, and I'm going to show you why. Here we go. So first off, the tempo work is awesome. That black and red is really working wonders on this one. The wheels are not bad either. As a whole, it's a very well balanced, well designed release for this car. But the most important part is this front lip, the skirts. Just to give you an idea, this is how it looked in the main line before. Okay, it was an okay casting, but it never looked that great, mostly because, well, I don't know, this was a little bit ridiculous, and the front, I guess they made it so it could go into the looks. But compare the two side by side, even even though the main casting is the same, the base make it look a lot longer and a lot more menacing. This looks like a proper race car. Same thing on the sides and even in the back. Look at this. This is probably how it should have been since the beginning, but then it would not have worked on most of the tracks. But as a premium, this is exactly the kind of car it should have been from. And I understand why people are going crazy about this one. This is the biggest surprise of the lot, and for me, just because of that, it's probably my favorite. This looks awesome. But close second will be this one. There's a red theme here going on. So there you have it. This is release 3 for the Car Culture 2017 race day. Next release should be Modern Classics, something like that, with some very cool castings thrown in, very cool artwork, a brand new Mercedes casting, another Porsche, but looking very good. And yeah, so far Car Culture this year, awesome. Not a single release I didn't like. If they can get any better next year, this is going to be truly mind-blowing. Hey, you, be careful. So, which one was your favorite? Are you a little bit bummed out by the fact that there's so many Porsche once again, or is it okay? I mean, it's race, so. But yeah, personally, I think they could have tried something more varied. Please comment, like, and subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at ElisoDiecast, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye bye.